Yeah, we gotta get meat for abandoned building barbecue. Abandoned building barbecue.
And our project of our freaking water. Did you take that as well? There we go again, there we go. Shit! This guy helped us out, which was really nice. He helped us tie up our mooring buoy, so now it's tied. So we arrived here yesterday in Lisbon. Well, not in Lisbon actually, but we arrived in Seixal or something. It's a sort of anchorage slash mooring buoy that we have here. Which is quite awesome. We wanted to go out of the marina and stay on the anchorage, and we need to have a spot where that is possible. So I think this is a very how do you say that? So it's a river, so Lisbon has a river, and then it's a river in a river, so I think we're very protected over here, because there's another, well, not that much wind, but a bit of wind coming from the south, which if we stayed in Casillas would be very exposed because it's open from the south, so which was not a good idea to stay there.
Yeah, we gotta get meat for abandoned building barbecue. Abandoned building barbecue. Let's make a dinghy trip. There's still some gasoline left.
The goal for today was to get vegetables and meat for our barbecue on the beach. First, we bought the meat at the local butcher, or in Portuguese, a taho. Underway looking for some fresh fruit and vegetables, we found this little food market, which we did not expect. But it was so yummy, so we bought all our fresh fruit and vegetables up here. On our way home, we walked alongside the river. Here, the high and low tide is so much that half of the river runs dry with low tide. One time, we took the shortcut with the dinghy and ran it aground in the middle of the river. Luckily, there was a local who was fishing clams and helped us back into deeper waters. So there's a curfew from 1300. That's around now. So there's nothing open, so all the restaurants are closed. And you can't go onto the street. Well, yeah, sort of less. So we are also leaving to the boat. So we really wanted to do a barbecue at the abandoned buildings. I don't know if you see them there, but there's a curfew. There's a curfew from now on. So it's like 1 o'clock, and there's a curfew, so everybody needs to stay inside. Usually it is really busy, but now there's hardly anybody there. And the weather's changed. We had really nice weather a couple days, but now it's clouded and a bit of wind, but it's not that much. So no barbecue, but we made our own hamburger, which we love to do. Well, T loves to do that.
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger. So we have cheese and tomatoes and my own sprouts. I love to make sprouts. They're really nutritious and stuff like that. Bon appetit.
Sprout burger.
This river has an enormous current, as you can see. Do you see the buoy? And I don't know, do you see the fishy? We're fishing, but we didn't catch anything yet. But it's moving on the current, like it even looks like we're sailing. But we're not. So yeah, this is the strong current, and usually the boat will tilt to the wind, but now it's just on the current. So decided to do some boat work that we actually needed to do for a very long time. So what we did was we still needed to clean out the motor of the oil of the motor. We also filled up everything with coolant. So and our project of our freaking water. So we started to pump out everything. So that we can see where it actually comes from. So as you can see, it's like all empty now, hopefully. So it's all empty, as you can see. Almost. So we're pumping everything out so we can actually see where there's water coming in. So it's now very filthy actually. Usually it was, all this time it was very clean. Like so the water was not dragging anything dirty with it. But now there's like a layer of, I don't know, slime. And I think that's from the outside, because our toilet has the same color. So, but I don't know. So the dinghy is hanging over there, and it makes our boat a bit off. One is not hanging over there.
Heel over it.
It's heeling over because of the dinghy. I'm using the dinghy to get the boat tilted to one side, because our boat does not have a lowest point, because it's sort of flat at the bottom. This is because we have a lifting keel, and that's why we don't have a deepest point in our boat.
Yeah. Are you chilling in your bed? Are you chilling in your bed?
We restocked up the coolant, as well as that one over there. And what we did, because we thought, because of the water coming in, we think it's some of the sea cocks, which we explained in another video. So we think it's one of the sea cocks, and this is the main sea cock that goes all the way down and then has all this water, and then it goes to the motor, to the motors. So that's the right, the generator, and the left one. Yeah, and then there's another one up here, but this one is not leaking, otherwise we will have noticed it. Oh. Okay, so what I did, I put paper towels around it, so yeah, you can see it very quickly if it leaks or not, and then we know for sure. So there's still water coming in a little bit. Well, not maybe water coming in, but water has to go through this maze because they're all openings. But it has to go through that. So we're hoping that it stops between now and an hour, which will be good because then we don't have a leak. But if it does not stop, then we have to search a little bit further. We also made this scheme. I just started it 4 days ago, but I think it's really handy to see what is happening. So yeah, and hopefully it will help us remember when, where, and how, and we don't forget anything. Do I need to say anything else, Mr. Hall?
I got beer for my horses.
Okay. Yeah. There's still a bit water coming down. So we have getting salt water into boat from the beginning of our trip, and we had no clue where it came from. Back then we also could not find out what was wrong. And we tried and tried to look for it, but we couldn't find it. But now, 2 months later, we know it comes from the raw water from the motor and the generator. The generator problem we fixed, but for the motor we still need to find the problem, and we think it has something to do with a hose leaking. Okay. Did you take that as well? There we go again, there we go. Shit! Too much wind. Oh.
Oh man, it's gone.
Okay, was that it? Okay, now it's going the other way around. Nice. Hello, Storm. Everything's falling from one side to the other. Okay, hopefully that was it. It was pretty quiet today. And then this happens. So this is what you normally see. And what I just filmed was totally only water, so that's not normal. So this is the storm with well, this is our storm. We're in here. So we had that the whole day today, and it will be over soon. It's making waves outside.
Yeah, we have stormy weathers again, and the dinghy of our neighbors is flying away. So I called in the guys from the marina, but I think I'm gonna do a rescue, search and rescue. Let's go.
In the end, the people of the marina came, and Timo did not have to go anymore. The dinghy was saved and did not fly away. to do. Rayland? Oh yeah, coolant. How do you think? Don't know. I'm really good.
Quite easy.